Episode 427, Claude Tag for Team Conversations and Tasks.
The AI6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
From bots to co-workers, Claude, the AI model from Anthropic, now connects with Slack with the aim of having an AI assistant in team chats. You interact with it by writing in a Slack channel, thread, or direct message, and it replies there. Simply mention @Claude in a channel to guarantee it begins to work. Hello, and very welcome back to AI6, the podcast that is on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in just 6 minutes a day. I'm Joanne Sweeney. Claude Tag is a new way to work with Claude in Slack. And for anyone who uses Slack, you know how hugely beneficial it is for team collaboration. I've been using it for many years and I absolutely love it. But how about we invite Claude into our Slack channels? And not only can we interact with Claude in any conversation, thread, or channel that we invite it to, we can also get Claude to work. It's currently available on team and enterprise plans in beta, but it works in Slack today. So in practice, how do you see it working? Well, you can tag Claude in any channel to hand it a task and follow along as it works in the thread. You can direct message with Claude or start a private conversation with Claude. And you can have an AI assistant panel. So you click the Claude icon in Slack's AI assistant header to open a panel on the right-hand side of your Slack window, allowing you access Claude from anywhere in the Slack app. And I've actually included a screenshot from Anthropic's website in the blog post associated with this podcast. Here are some practical use cases to get you thinking about how you might use Claude Tag in Slack. It might be keeping everyone aligned on what's happening, turning chat into actual tasks, and letting AI handle any repetitive data and operational checks. So it can summarize threads and channels, it can triage incoming requests, and it can turn messy discussions into decision documents, into tickets, or into ready-to-send replies, often with no extra integrations. For projects and approvals, it posts status digests and chases stalled sign-offs. Remember when you're waiting for somebody to sign off and it's just crickets? Well, Claude could chase that up for you. And it can also search connected documents. Maybe it's in Google Drive, in Notion, or Confluence for relevant policies or prior decisions. In terms of data and engineering, it can run warehouse queries, generate charts, reproduce bugs, and open draft press releases, watch dashboards and alerts with tools like BigQuery, GitHub, Datadog, Sentry, PagerDuty, Salesforce, HubSpot, or Gong. So again, we're seeing the assistant integrate into other systems within an organization or business, and then it becomes agentic. So as I mentioned at the top of the show, it's explicitly targeted at Claude Enterprise and Claude Team customers, with the existing Claude in Slack app being replaced and a migration window of around 30 days. Anthropic is emphasizing administrative controls, so an organizational admin will decide which channels Claude can join, which tools and data sources it can use, and it can audit logs of Claude's actions. So if you're the admin, you get to oversee what Claude is doing, and you can set spend limits per organization and per channel. Because yes, my friends, there is a cost. Billing for Claude Tag in Slack is based on usage, not seats. An owner funds a shared usage balance in the organization's billing currency and configure a spend, a cap limit, for example, on how much Claude Tag can consume from that balance per billing period. So I guess you're going to have to try it out for about a week or maybe even 30 days and get a sense for the cost based on usage. And that will be different for every organization, for every Slack channel, for every Slack conversation. For teams that already are using Slack, Claude Tag feels like a bolt-on feature. And for teams already using Slack, Claude Tag feels less like a bolt-on feature and more like a shared teammate inside our usual channels. So what do you think? Are you a Slack user? Are you a Claude user? Are you going to give it a go? If you have, absolutely let me know how you get on, and I'd love to invite you onto the podcast for a long listen conversation. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organization. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI 6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.